Hello friends. After understanding the elements in the main function, now let us focus on function definitions. If you are a beginner programmer, you must focus on function definitions more and more. So I want to explain them very meticulously. Actually, as I told you already, we are defining three functions. One is calculating floor area. Second one is calculating four walls area. Third one is demo room, means a displaying room. As I told you already, every function is like a small program. The main function means main performs the main task, whereas every function in that program performs the simple subtask, simple identifiable subtask, single subtask only they take up. However simple it is, every function should perform only one single subtask. That point you have to understand. And now we see. First, focus on function header. Actually, function header, three elements are there: function prototype, function call, and function header. There is a lot of commonality and with a little difference. That point you have to understand and compare the three. Then you understand the clear difference, or otherwise you make your own notes. That is always good. Otherwise, you are confused every time. That point to understand and proceed. Now we first see what type of function it is. Function which takes arguments and return a value. So calculate floor area. What it takes a length and breadth. Into length, into breadth. Here one point. In a prototypes, you are writing only data types. You are not writing names. In function calls, what you are writing? You are writing names only without writing the type. Here, you are writing type as well as name. That point you have to understand. And one more thing. Actually, what in function call, what you are writing? Actual argument. Actual argument is being passed. You named it as length. Here you have written length. Actually, these are called formal arguments. Formal arguments, you can change the name. In a simplified name, instead of length, you can use L also, but that's not good. Simplified names you can use. If you write length also, not an issue. But only thing is, these are different variables. Those values are being copied in them. That's why formal arguments names, shorter names we use. But they should be indicative. Here length I write. Length represents length. Breadth I write. Breadth represents breadth. Okay. So here these are called formal arguments. Formal argument, every argument should be declared separately. Actually in declaration section, suppose int, that is length, breadth and height. In one line you can declare. But here for every formal argument, separate type we have to mention. That point you have to remember. And which it returns, the return type should be mentioned. So you write function header carefully. After that, no semicolon. That point you have to understand. Thereafter, you have to write the body. In the body, actually, some value is created. For that, we have to store. One variable is required. One local variable we have created. What is that? Int floor area. That is a local variable. Now, int floor area is equal to length into breadth. Whatever spelling and name you have written inside, that only you have to use. Here you should not use length and breadth. And return floor area. This is the function definition. So what are the elements in that? Actually function name, thereafter formal arguments, thereafter return type, within the body local variable and corresponding arithmetical statement, thereafter return statement. And one thing you must remember that function may take 0, 1 or more variables, but every function can return maximum one value. That means a function can return either 0 or 1 value. More than one value, you cannot return from a function for each call. Okay. Now second one, int calculate four walls area. That three arguments are required: length, breadth, and height. Within that formula I have written, you are returning four walls area. That is function with a takes argument and does not return a value. Thereafter, void demo room. What type of function? Function it takes argument but does not return a value. That's why if a function does not return any value, you need not keep quiet. you must specifically and explicitly mention void. Void means this function does not return any value. That is the meaning. Thereafter, whatever code you have written for output statements in the previous program, the same statements you are writing here. No difference. But if you are a beginner, don't copy and paste. If you are an experienced programmer, copy and paste. Nothing wrong in that. So here you have to focus on the formal arguments. First one represents name, second one length, third one breadth, fourth one height, fifth one floor area, sixth one a walls four area. How names are very important. Actually, many students feel in giving names very easy, but among all the things, according to me, that is a difficult process. Appropriate, simple, and precise names you have to give. If you have to write full names and all that, there is no issue. Actually, in Java, every name should be complete name. Then it may not be complete. May not be difficult. But if you have to write precise names, really it is a difficult task that you must focus. And the entire this thing, the function definition, if you are a beginner programmer, you focus on function definitions. You write twice or thrice. First you write manually and thereafter you type it. That's a good habit. Always I am telling you, reading and writing are very core natural habits. Don't avoid them. Okay. Otherwise, if you feel difficult, first write. Thereafter compare. Compare with my code. Nothing wrong. Where you are committing mistake, that you notice that. Thereafter start typing. Okay. You can save a lot of future time. Today you may spend another 15-20 minutes or half an hour extra. But tomorrow or next programs, you can save a lot of time. Thereafter, let us see the output. Actually, as far as output is concerned, same program. There is no difference. But first program, without using functions we have written, this program, using functions we have written, because C is a function-oriented programming language. As far as output is concerned, both are 100% alike. That point you have to understand.